Hello friends, playing some Bazaar, playing as Vanessa this time. I've recorded a couple of runs before, but haven't had... this is a rough start. Artillery Spotter can be really good. Arms Deal is a fun way to start with Vanessa, because you can build up so much health so early and use that to pivot into early wins, but let's go Artillery Spotter. Had a couple of runs that I did not have much success with, so not sure whether I'm going to... Geez, what a rough start. I'm not sure whether I'm going to upload those or not. To the extent I haven't. I just mentioned that I haven't loved playing as Mac. Let's go Kyver and see if we can build a Langjon one hit, one kill build. That's how early I like to set my runs. Yeah, haven't loved playing as Mac a huge amount, so have been really enjoying playing Vanessa. I think one weapon Vanessa's in a good spot, and weapon spam Vanessa is also in a good spot, because Mac can kind of be some relatively easy wins early on. I think Mac's relatively well balanced at the moment, to be honest. Can obviously get super strong in the mid game, but I think is not as strong as Vanessa early game, and is not as strong as Pig late game, at least after the nerfs hit. Early on, I think early Mac was clearly pretty overtuned, which I don't really have a problem with. Langjon's a good get. So is new Shark Claws is very strong as well. So don't hate this start, even though we're going to have a very rough time winning day one. Do we have friend? We do. Let's take the XP. So yeah, I'm really happy with where the game's balance is at the moment, really happy with where the monetization is at the moment. I think the game as a whole is excellent and is in a fantastic spot, and very, very hopeful for the future. They also cooked with the new cosmetics for sure. I love the Vanessa skin I'm rocking here, which I picked up. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. You're going to be putting on a lot of poison, my friend. Love the Vanessa skin that I'm rocking here. And I love the Max skins are really cool, and some of the new boards are really cool as well. So love the new cosmetics. Just when I talked about Mac being good early game wins, we get absolutely destroyed, but that's just a very, very unusually strong early build. We'll take some damage. So what I'm kind of hoping for this run is early game weapon spam into late game single weapon Langjon, or mid to late game single weapon Langjon build is what I'm feeling, and that looks quite good to me. This is a pretty decent start. Weapon spam obviously doesn't have great synergy with artillery, but we could pick up a crook somewhere, and we've got the makings of square Vanessa. Let's just take the treats. And I think we beat Covetous with our Shark Claws, and could absolutely make use of your cloak. Yeah, and this board's pretty cool as well. Like I mentioned before, not one of my favourite boards. The new Pirate board is very cool and would go with my theme of Vanessa being my favourite hero, this being my favourite skin, and the Pirate Hat stash. So I'd love to get my hand on the pirate ship cosmetic. I assume it's one of the cosmetics you buy with a large amount of gems, and it just hasn't been offered to me yet. No cloak. Let's have a look and gamble on a skill. That's fine. In a decent spot here. This will get us to level 3, but doesn't really do much for us other than the HP. But I think that's fine. And let's take, as tempting as it is to take bronze tier and just hope we get something we can chuck on immediately, let's, I think, start investing in some econ. So we can afford to put these two on here because they don't detract from any of our skills. Still got 5 items. Yep, so let's fight a Vanessa level 2, one first round. Probably a 50-50 battle. Oh no, lots of fire skills, but no fire weapons. We really should win this. Langjon, you really need... if I upload my previous run, I talked about this then as well. But Langjon, you really just need a bit of early luck. I think. If you don't get early luck to get ahead of the curve, you're not winning enough for this to scale properly. So what's that early luck? I think it's probably AI fights that you win, getting a couple of easy human opponents, or getting it to silver and subsequently gold ahead of the curve. So that's really what you want to be doing. We can't get it from the silver merchant, but I think we have a look anyway, because there's items that improve our run here. One of them being the cutlass is a nice weapon to get. Really like this, a cool early game build here with the shark claws buff in particular. Problem being, we really want to get Langjon and shark claws to silver as soon as possible. So it'd be great to see some B1, B2 action. Pretty sure we can take the eccentric either, right? This enemy, you really just want to make sure you have a way of constantly getting the shield off, because that's how they win, is by building up shield and then hitting you hard with force field. If you're constantly working the shield down, then they're a relatively easy early day enemy and a good way of getting ahead of the XP curve, especially because we'll be hitting level 4 by the end of the day now, which is a nice little perk. Really looking for another medium item to round out the build. Thank you. So obviously a great upgrade here. Not interested in the others. Am interested. And am interested. Great vendor. Even though the katana upgrade is not massive. Really want that Langjon upgrade, so let's take it here. So where the square Vanessa build is well on the way. And there's always a chance you pick up the Crook. It would be an amazing build to pick up the Crook. Let's run you reducing the CDR of Shark Claws and Langjon, I think. Or Katana and Lang... Nah, I think this is fine. Definitely want you on Langjon, where you have a very big impact, and Shark Claws is how we scale. I think this is fine, with the extra damage going over here. So... let's just take the regen, because we're poor. Mac with 1 win, level 3. We got to be favoured here. Then our Langjon starts to get a little bit ahead of the curve, maybe. Sip of coffee. I've been playing a lot of this game over the last few days with Mac out. Even though I don't love Mac, even though I don't love playing Mac, I should say, the freshness that Mac brings to the game is really huge, just in terms of playing against him. And it was a lot of fun when he was ridiculously broken early on. I didn't get too many. In fact, I don't think I got any super broken builds myself, but it was so fun seeing frustrating in a way, but also just kind of cool being a part of the ridiculous coming down at you from the other side of the board. Given that, what are we looking for? I think we just start trying to get our finances sorted a little bit, especially with C chart. Often it can be beneficial to not improve massively in a day, not spend a lot of money, and save up the gold for a following day when you're more likely to be able to spend in a beneficial way. This is a little bit ambitious, but I think we're fine because Virus doesn't have a small item for us to destroy, so this should be good. Normally you're incentivized to take easy fights with Langjon so that you don't risk missing out on the scaling. But we're fairly strong weapon build here, which I like, and we haven't lost, or we lost once, which is fine. You don't want to have lost a lot with this build because it's obviously not a late game build. Not a late game build at all. Great time to get an extra ruler relatively early on. Still liking how we're going. This would be a huge AI fight to get if we can beat it. I'm pretty sure we can beat that. That's a big get, and we'll cash out that for 8. If we win this, that's our Langjon starts to get a bit ahead of the curve. We start looking at pivoting into 1 weapon Langjon. Very happy with that. Would obviously be great to get some haste. 53 crit damage without Crow's Nest is really nice. The artillery spotter that they buffed a couple of patches back is really strong skill. One of the strongest skills in the game, I think. Now, if we're sticking with the weapon spam build, you can make a case for putting 10 damage on katanas is going to get very, very strong. minimal impact on Lang Zhong. Could I also make a case for starting to build the Cutlass with our crit chance? Not really interested in small and large. Given that, I think let's spend on the damage. Cutlass or Katana? I think let's go Katana. Worth investing more in Katana, I feel, just because it's such a strong enchantment recipient. It's early to be thinking about that, but any weapon that goes at 2, or any item that goes at 2, can immediately become very powerful with enchants. So let's stick it on Katana, even though there's a decent chance we end up pivoting away from Katana. What are you? I guess this is the new Dually Battle Pass pack. I don't like it. I immediately hate it. Dually. Yeah, we get you. I won't look too much because I want to experience, looks like bug-based mechanic bugs, which is kind of cool. I'd like to experience it mostly for the first time when I actually get to play it, which should be relatively soon. Although, also have never played a game with Dually, so who knows. Northern Lion would be proud. So, Econ is suddenly looking alright. I'm confident enough to be taking loot rather than weapons, even though that loot was not good. Or loot rather than items. And a weapon vendor is good news. Would love to see an upgrade to Lang Zhong. We'll take the upgrade to Cutlass. Shark Claws would also be good. Thank you. With those upgrades, we're looking more and more likely to stick with Square Vanessa. Your skill would be fantastic. Fire enemies scare me. Fire enemies really scare me. My guess is we can take Infernal Envoy but not Scoville. In which case I think we go Preening Duelist for the chance at your skill. Even though the only beneficial one is really skill, but it would be fantastic for us. And it's a guaranteed win for Lang Zhong. Don't risk anything silly happening. One time? No. Sure. There's a chance for anything. Even a chance for that. Minimal, we're getting the upgrades that we don't want, but still better than nothing. Lockbox is interesting. Lockbox can be quite good. In Square Vanessa? Over Star Chart? Possibly. Let's grab it. It's relatively early. Could be earlier, but relatively early. Let's just take the gold. And now, what do we do with our lockbox? I think for the time being, Star Chart is better than lockbox because of the CDR. However, over time, if we play with it on the board and win, lockbox will become better than Star Chart. I think against a human Mac who looks quite strong, we leave Star Chart out. In AI fights, we put lockbox out and start thinking about trying to scale it and get it on the board, or worst case, sell it for some money at least. This magic carpet item is really strong. This build looks really strong. But we're in a decent spot as well. We do hate to see lifesteal, but crit with Lang Zhong will get us there. Even no crit will get us there. So we are quite strong here. Liking this Square Vanessa build. These new Shark Claws are really, really strong items. Turned what was a passable early game and completely forgettable mid-game item into a good early game and great middle game item. So let's take a look at medium items for obvious reasons. Nope. Nope. That's a miss. Let us upgrade our Lang Zhong. Again, it's kind of just on curve, but would have been great to upgrade it earlier, but still a very important upgrade for us to get. Not interested in small, not interested in spending the money on gumballs, even though gumballs themselves are great with a relatively set board, which includes a lot of weapons. Now, let's put lockbox on the board. Now. Lone Shark, I think we beat, has Shark Claws. Not sure whether they're gold. Do we go Zookeeper for the dream? I think we do. We have to go Zookeeper for the dream of the Crook. Crook Vanessa would be a fun build to run. And we're just set up so beautifully for it. There's a low chance, obviously, but it would be great. Don't think I've ever run a Crook Vanessa build before. One time? No. Damn. Lockbox scaled. I think we still just prefer star chart against a human enemy. Let's continue sorting out our finance. We're probably just beneath where you want to be in terms of levels. Don't think you can sell gold here. For 2 we roll. Cannonade plus Katana can be really fun. I had one build which I didn't record, which was a 10 win, I'm pretty sure, but I managed to dupe Katanas somehow, and playing Cannonade either side of it, Cannonade with Katanas either side of it, plus some great charging skills was so much fun. Could have made a case for putting out Lockbox. Just feels a bit greedy. I'd prefer to give myself the maximum possible chance of winning, especially because winning is so important for our longer term prospects with Langjon. I think we do win just by 1 tick. So I think Star Chart rather than Lockbox may have actually got us that win, because it was the CDR on Langjon which just got us there. So that feels good. Gold tier skills, looking for weapon skills, obviously. Flurry of Blows is a great one. We'll take it. Not as great here as with a 1 weapon build where you can guarantee which item it goes onto. But still a really strong build. Not super interested in large. Am going to put Strongbox down, and the extra fight is fantastic for our Langjon. This is what we want. Wanted poster or the skill would be the best gets here. Looking for a way to reduce CDR and Langjon would also be nice. As the right side of the board is working, but is falling off, clearly. This type of kind of medium weapon build tends to fall off mid-game. What's keeping us in the game, really, is Langjon. So we want to focus on that to the extent possible. Interesting, but no. Pretty sure you... Can you sell gold on 7? Yes. So it was worth a roll, even though it didn't pay out. Let's take... Oh, is there any chance we lose? I don't think so. Although you do build up shield awfully quickly, and we can't afford a loss, that's for sure. So for the sake of 1x... I'm pretty sure we beat the treasure turtle, but for the sake of 1 XP... Let's play it a bit safer, even though this guy's a bit of a menace now as well, but he doesn't have the shield that the turtle has, and shield is bad news for us. So we'll win on the first hit of Langjon here. Crit chance obviously really strong. Yeah, should potentially be focusing on getting crit chance up in our flex spot here, although we really have 2 flex spots. Let's go loot. I think I'm happy enough with my board to try for some CDR. Oh, another fight is beautiful if we can get it. As tempting as the gold merchant is. That's fantastic. I'm pretty sure we win even with Lockbox down. Burn enemy is certainly scary, but I'm pretty sure we're fine here. Just wondering if the flamethrower and crook dream is what I was thinking of then, but we don't even have the crook, and it's extraordinarily unlikely to get it, so not liking our chances. Our Langjon is also starting to look fantastic now. We got that luck that we were talking about. Don't think we take you, because we need to get slow and burn to make that worthwhile. Let's have a look at what you're cooking. No, our money's in a good spot as well. And sure, we'll upgrade you. The benefit... Actually, Sextant is good for giving... Although you give 15 crit chance anyway, so not worth it for the haste. The benefit of being like very happy with your build and what allows you to snowball a bit is that you then start to build up gold and are in such a better position to take advantage of the stronger later shops. 16 to all weapons is quite good, but I think the CDR... combined with crit chance on Star Chart, while we're focusing on Langjon, is stronger for the time being. So let's play with the Star Chart. What are you rocking? Slow Vanessa. It's a very strong, well put together build here. It's all going to come down to whether we get our Lang John off once, which I think we will, and crit maybe. That's a nice crit. I think we still win, but I mean, we're 76% chance. We're pretty likely. Yeah, good win, because that was a well put together, strong mid-game Vanessa build. So I'm feeling pretty good. Do not need to upgrade any bronze. Goldie is a great merchant to see. Would love to see some upgrades. Shipwreck's such a great item. You always think about ways to make it work, but in this case, it doesn't work with what we're cooking. That was a waste. Worth the expensive reroll. This is where saving money can pay off, but it does not in this case. Upgrade to Lang John obviously being the dream. I'll take it. It's an expensive upgrade for minimal gain, but I'll take it. Also because there's a decent chance we're going to put our enchantment onto our katanas. I think now we're pretty committed to square Vanessa. So, that being said, how do we do this? Shield on katana is not bad. The extra survivability scales with shark claws and allows more time for Lang John to go off. I think it's worth it. There's obviously much stronger in chance that we could get there. But Shield Katana is very nice, and especially if we look at haste skills in the future. Dragon, there's a decent chance we beat Dragon, but I don't want to risk it. I just have to get the wins on Lang John. So the Katana is going very fast and really improves our survivability significantly. So I feel very good about that. Obviously, a damage or crit enchant was probably finding its way into Lang John there. Even though with Inexorable, and especially with the extra fights we've been picking up, we're making our way towards 100% crit chance. So let's test what we were just saying. I should have played Lockbox then. That's a misplay. Trading health for power to put crit chance on Lang John is not worth it, because we're just going to get up to 100% anyway. And I don't want any of your items, so I think you're useless. I think we take a look at Aquatic, because Figurehead would be very tempting. Captain's Wheel is also very, very tempting. We obviously don't have a large item. We could look at replacing Cutlass with Submersible to get the cooldown. I think we buy it, but don't play it quite yet. I think we play in the future if we get ourselves a Submersible to replace Cutlass, or if we can pick up Rocket Boots to boost its haste. So I think it's a good item to just have in the bag. Skill upgrades, definitely. Artillery Spotter is just better, albeit a bit more expensive. Let's get your crit. Even though we're trending towards 100, let's improve that process as much as we can. I think might be time to sell Lockbox to cash out. You hate to see the Fiery Rebirth skill. That's one of the significant ways we get countered. This looks like an exceptionally strong build. We're going to take them down one life. The second one's going to be the struggle. We're going to need Lang John to go off again. We're really hoping for our shield. It's not going to be enough. Oh, it's so close. Look at that Lang John. Really rough loss. I hate to be the downer, but in my opinion, that makes this build getting to 10 really, really tough. Because it just means we have to go one day later, even with good luck, and it's just not a late game build. So here, can make a case for going weapons and hoping for an upgrade. I think the better play is to take a temporary boost, just because the 25 damage to all weapons is so huge for us. And I think often people underrate temporary boosts because of its nature as a temporary, as only lasting temporarily. But I mean, there's only a certain number of days left. That's a significant percentage of the remaining fights that we can get the buff. It also allows you to go later game. I think it's a really good, reliable source of boosting your late game. Let's go skills unique to Vanessa. Again, we're going to be so close to 100, but I think we still take an extra roll rather than selling out and re-rolling. Now. Ferris Khan I think we beat because we can get our shield up. And we might even beat him to the punch. Maybe just. Would we then transition into one weapon Lang Zhong if we got his skill? Maybe. But probably not. So I think we just go against Enclave. I think we commit to square. Shadowed Cloak would absolutely play probably over Cutlass. Shadowed Cloak would be a great get actually. To get our Shield Katana going twice as fast. Shark Claws, Cutlass, and Star Chart can all probably go. Oh, the Shadow Cloak. Okay. In that case, we put you over Cutlass, I'm pretty sure. Even though you're doing decent damage with your double crit, I think I prefer getting the buff from Shark Claws onto everything. We absolutely haste Katana. Yeah, I like this. Lockbox I keep on forgetting to play, so you're gone. And we hold on to Captain's Wheel for the chance of upgrading it somehow. And Cutlass will probably get sold when we need the money. Good skill. Interesting. Not interesting. Not interesting. Cost 20. We'd obviously put it on Katana, which we can manage. But putting on Katana has anti-synergy with right-handed, which we also want on Katana. So it's actually not worth it. Let's re-roll. Or if we could get a submersible. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. But we can't quite get there without selling out parts of the board. We're going to just have to pass. No chance, no point paying for the extra crit because we're going to end up at 100 sooner rather than later. I think we pass. That's a rough one. Maybe was a bit greedy.
Take your time.
Ha, Lockbox is back. That's what we want. That is what we want. We'll take Swashbuckle. Okay. Interesting. Swashbuckle. Maybe we don't need you. Is this crazy? Have Lang Zhong going off as fast as possible. Fast hitting Katana. We miss the scaling from Shark Claws, but Katana goes off really fast. Swashbuckle is only benefiting Lang Zhong. You really want it benefiting both. Yeah, it's obviously worth it, even though you're missing out right-handed on Shield Katana. That's obviously better. So then what do we play to the right? Make a case for Shark Claws. I think you play Star Chart just for the CDR. So it's still square Vanessa, but it's kind of weird, scuffed square Vanessa. But I think this is actually right. I think we play to kill with the Lang Zhong crit and to survive with Shield Katana whilst also hopefully wearing them down. Both with nearly 100% crit chance. I think this is pretty good. Oh, not Bill. Bill is bad news. You hate to see Bill. But hopefully we get to the point where we one tap. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Okay, this is really, really cool build. Yeah, this has come together quite well. I'm happy with this. It's an enchant to come when we drop down to lethal. Some items that scale well with upgrades. Cool build. Nice CDR. And the Star Chart is the flex position. We could absolutely get rid of Star Chart. So we want you to go on Lang Zhong, obviously, which means we want to make sure you have max, which is 10. Let's just double check. Yep. Big upgrade there. Let's take the temporary boost because the extra damage to our Katana is really nice. Curio can be quite good here. Low battery on my mouse. Actually, Curio not that good. I take that back. Let's just take a gamble. How do we go against Voidy? I think we win as long as you don't destroy the Lang Zhong. But Boss Harrow has a really good skill for us and is a guaranteed win for Lang Zhong. So let's just go here. This assault focus skill is so good. Oh, that Katana. That is so satisfying. How cool is that? And I love that it's kind of it's not just a one weapon fast katana or Lang Zhong build. We've found a way to work them both in together, and I think it works quite well. This is the very cool setup, 2 katanas for a cannonade, for example, but that's not what we're rocking here. I think there's still a world where we play Captain's Wheel. I don't think there's a world where we play either of those, so happy to get rid of them. Let's take a look at your mediums. Would love an upgrade. No such luck. Don't even know what I'm looking for with that. Sure as hell is not a slingshot. So we're getting to the point where Lang Zhong should be one tapping, and where we have nice support as well. Let's get some max health, baby. Upgrade the shield. We've got our temporary boost for the day. Shame we're 1 off the level. Decently strong Vanessa, but I don't know, what are we afraid of here? There's obviously just stronger builds, but I think we're in a really good place to beat 1 weapon Vanessas. Time to test that. What are you doing with this? That's a cool 1 weapon Vanessa. But it's very slow, and we build up a lot of shield very quickly, and then boom! Not quite. I got overconfident. Please win. Oh no! They're building up shield faster than we can get rid of it. I really thought we would, but we're also building up shield faster than they can get rid of it. We're both scaling. I'm pretty sure we win in the sandstorm. What madness. What a beastly alpaca. We do win in the sandstorm though. Thank goodness. I was really hoping my boom would coincide with just one tapping their entire health with Lang Zhong. No such luck. Would be nice to get a scaling enchant on Lang Zhong. Something that makes sure the 1 tap kills. So either obsidian, poison, or fire. We've got items that upgrade well. Lang Zhong upgrades well, but we're not going to be scaling it that much. I think better is Swashbuckle, just because it boosts both our weapons significantly. Like you saw there, it was enough to get temporary boost to not go away, basically. Let's take a look at maybe something to replace Star Chart. Can't think of what exactly we want, but there's definitely better options. You're a better option, because we crit every hit with Shield Katana, so that then helps haste. We don't need haste on Katana because it's perma-hasted, but every second hit on average is going to be hasting Lang Zhong, which is better than CDR, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's better than CDR. And it gives a bit more extra crit bonus, which is better damage. So I'm pretty sure on average, Sextant's going to be better than Star Chart, which I'm pretty sure means we don't need Captain's Wheel. We'll hold on to the Star Chart just in case. And even though Wonder Poster, we're getting it late, we just don't have anything better to spend money on. So even if it only gets us 1 XP, that may well be worth it. And there's always a chance we just run up against strong builds and lose, in which case... Oh no, in fact, it can only ever give us 1 XP, can't it? Still don't regret anything. I could transform it. No. We'll just take the spare change. Let's go up against... Sure. You're annoying, but I'm pretty sure we still clean you up. And we'd love to get Blizzard. Iceberg, obviously annoying. This was a mistake. I think. Oh god, because the hammer gets so strong so quick. Come on, Lang Zhong. Come on! Please! 1 time! Yes. Oh, okay. I nearly had massive regret there. Don't care about the XP that much. Massively care about Lang Zhong missing the leveling. Sure, maybe find a way to freeze. Let's take the temporary boost. Relatively unlikely we don't run up against a medium that we want in the shop, and temporary boost is really nice for us. Crook! No. I mean, we probably don't even play it if we get it. It would just be really funny. Caltrop's obviously amazing for a traditional square build. Okay, Caltrops would get 50%, would get massive bonus crit that then translates into massive bonus damage. Caltrops would hit very, very hard. We would put it next to Belt, next to Swashbuckle, so that it gets the bonus damage. Which means we'd be taking away that. I think Caltrops is the way. Which means I think we sell Wanted posters that we, or do we just commit and sell Sexton? I think the crit, I think we sell Wanted posters that we're not completely burning the boats. But I think this is just really, no, why don't you get, what? Adjacent has a 50% crit chance. Why? Why? Can Caltrops not crit? That's strange, isn't it? Caltrops can't crit? It's not getting any crit chance from anything. I did not know that mechanic. I thought Caltrops can crit. I guess it's not going off. It's not a timed item, so it can't crit. So it's a good thing we didn't burn the boats after all that wondering. That's worth learning though. There you go. Freeze skill is tempting because if we get a way to freeze, we then haste. But there's just so many great diamond skills we could get here. None of these. Oh, frontal shielding increase our survivability quite a bit, and maybe we actually care more about survivability than anything else. So we'll take it. Level 14 Mac is scary. Would really like to get a 10 wins here. Oh, how good would Caltrops be? It looks like a fast-firing Mac. Yeah, surprised about that Caltrops interaction. Anyway, we're going to lose. No, we're going to win. I thought we were going to lose. That honestly wasn't sandbagging. Katana going very, very fast is strong. They loaded so much poison, but the fact we managed to win that is really good for the sign of this build. So, Square Vanessa, baby. Crook-less Vanessa is looking very good. Health and shield, nah. Transform. I kind of don't like that this is so common and it's of such limited utility. I think only Mac would ever really use it. And even then it seems like a bit of an underbaked mechanism. Anyway. Maybe there's ways for other heroes to make use of it that I'm not fully taking into account. This Katana is doing so well for us. The damage chipping away is really adding up. And then the survivability from the shield is fantastic. Would love Pendulum here. Would find a way to make it work because we could turn Katana charges into Langzhon charges. Probably the best item in the game. Or I thought it was it for a second. At least I don't have to think and rework the run. We're definitely strong enough to be taking loot. That's just a bit of extra gold. Temporary boost would be nice. I don't think I've got it yet. This day? Nope. Love the gold blunderbuss, or the shiny blunderbuss card is really cool. Has to be gumballs, I'm afraid. Just because they're so good for the katana. And it's so marginal. It's so not worth it, but let's get the extra gold. So I reckon we're pretty likely to win this day, which is nice. I think if we have to go much longer, we're going to start getting in a bit of trouble. But especially a Vanessa, I like our chances against, even though they're a level higher than us. We've just got a build that matches up well against Vanessa. Certainly some one-tap builds that could get over the line against us. Or shipwreck builds, maybe? Flagship builds. I think we should be... Oh, no! That's such a good enchant. We're going to get rocked. Are we? Our shield is so good. Freeze. No, we're slowed. Yeah, I think we lose this. Maybe? Hard to judge. When our katana isn't slowed or frozen, it's keeping us alive. But they are wearing us down. Might come down to timing here. No, I think we should get it. Just? Yeah, cool. Cool. Yeah, really cool build. Really, really fun. Square Vanessa, to 10 wins in a Mac meta. There you go. Artillery Spotter, probably MVP along with Swashbuckle, and super fast Katana. Really glad they unbonked this, and turns out Scaling Langjon is really good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.